Hey folks, Daily Landsblog here. That would make me, Michael, and that would make you behind the camera, who, Case?
Casey.
And who would that would make this?
Hello.
Right, the three of us on a daily basis try to talk to you, but we're expanding this. You know, SickNotWeak.com was launched with a handful of people with really one goal in mind: to get it up and get it going, and try to provide people with a place to go where they could feel like, hey, you know what? I kind of feel like a little bit at home there. But we have so many more ideas and have not been able to execute them because there's been so many things to do. So here's what the plan is. The plan is on a daily basis to have a show that we would launch Monday to Friday. And I'm thinking that I will do one of those 5 shows, and I will do an interview every week with famous people who are willing to talk about this, with people like you. Yeah, not you there, but you over there. Yeah, you know who I'm talking to. Someone with a good story to tell. And, you know, maybe the story is how you have benefited from sharing. Maybe the story is that you're really struggling and you want to reach out for help. So that will be one day. Then we've got a guy named Chef. What's his name, Case?
So useless.
I am useless. Chef Bernard. I was just screwing around with him. Also known as Chef Recovery in Kenora, and he has created about 70 dishes, all with names that relate to his addiction and his mental health issues. And he's got these amazing recipes, so we'll do a conversation back and forth. So that'll be another day. Then we're going to have one day where we devote it to you, where you can send us your videos and we can combine them together, maybe answering one question. Leanne Simpson, of course, Spilt Milk will be there. We'll try to get as many of those editions as we can. And then there is the 5th day. And I have officially now forgotten what is on that 5th day. What's on the 5th day, Case?
You never told me.
Oh, right. It's a secret. Right. But the point is that we will be expanding this, and it's very important that we continue to grow. Last week was still the best week that we've had, the Woodstock event on the Thursday night, almost a week ago. And I've been watching the video, trying to figure out how to cut it, how to make something that really sums it up. And one of the clips that I wanted to play for you today is one that came from Scott Hellman and Mike Babcock. And what really made this so great is that Mike Babcock said to us that he wanted to, I said, will you do the event? He said, yeah, I want to do it, but I'm meeting with my scouts and I probably can't do it. Then he called me back and said, well, you know, I'd like to be there, so I'm going to try to make it. He said, I can leave the Air Canada Centre at 5 o'clock. Well, to drive from the Air Canada Centre to Woodstock at 5 o'clock at that time, it would take you 3-4 hours probably, especially with the gardener. So I thought, well, that's not going to work. And then we found out that Scott Hellman was available, but he couldn't make it in time either. So I thought, great idea. Why don't I hint at it that my friend Brendan Cleary, who has a plane, who flies a plane, I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to mention and see if he comes to the conclusion. And he did. He picked them up, and they flew in together. So Scott Hellman and Mike Babcock in the back of a 4-seater plane. Here's how they summed it up last week.
Hey, Mike.
How talented is this guy? Holy mackerel.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So I have to tell you, we flew over here together. We got in the plane. And I'm looking at him. He's telling me who he is, so I Google him. Google images. We're looking at him.
On a
checking him
4-seater
out.
plane, by the way, so
But I didn't know.
very, very terrifying.
I didn't know he was a big dog like this. But we also had a chance to talk for a bit. You're closer to the age of a lot of the kids here. Tell them a little bit about some of your struggles here for a minute.
Well,
His story was amazing, but I just love to see those two guys together. And Scott called his dad and said, oh my God. Actually, he had Mike Babcock call his dad and say, hello, Scott's dad, or whatever it was. So this is Mike Babcock here. So it was a really neat experience for me, and you know, just to see everybody interacting and all of that. So you can see all of those videos on SickNotWeak.com. The full Scott Hellman, the 2 songs he did, including Bungalow, and you were going to help me, weren't you, Case?
I was.
I knew it. And we just invite you every day to go there and try to find a little bit of comfort. And we are there every day, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year, because we want you to know that you are never, ever alone.